Welcome to SchoolNet's webinar series of past winners in Microsoft's Partners in Learning Forum. Today we have Warren Sparrow, who is a former past winner both in South Africa and in Pan-Africa. Warren represented South Africa at the World Finals with his project, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Over to you, Warren.
The school was started in 1897. As a result, it's quite a prestigious boys' school. This is the picture of our school. Like I said, it was started in 1897, and I'm going to skip through quite a few of the different things that we've got over here, but what I'd first like to do is I'd like to tell you the general background of what the project was. The first thing that I did, which was not really allowed at our school, was I invited the grade 7 boys to bring their cell phones to school. They brought their cell phones to school to make videos about a topic, which I will go into a little bit more just now. Now, oops, sorry. This was the finished product. The finished product was a board game that the learners constructed that had a bias towards EMS, Economic Management Science. And what the learners had to do was create a board game with all the different steps to becoming an entrepreneur. The first template that I gave the boys had absolutely nothing on it except for 4 blocks. They then had to go and research different topics. Now, sorry, let me get to... The board game also included cards, just like Monopoly, which you had to pick up. And the different cards had both good or bad things that would happen to you in a business. So I'm just skipping ahead. The next thing I'd like to tell you is everything that I'm showing you can be found on a website. The name of the website is www.wsparrow.co.za, and from there you can then click on Entrepreneur. The Entrepreneur website is something that I developed, and on there you will also see that I have created little animations that entice the boys to go find out about their specific topic. Each group of 3 boys was given a topic by myself that they then had to go and research. Once they had found all their research, they then brought their cell phones in and created movies using their cell phones or video cameras outside, and they then videoed themselves. Now, my one concern right in the beginning was always about discipline, and I was really very excited to see that I had absolutely no discipline issues. The boys really enjoyed doing this, and as a result they really did fantastic work. Now, once their videos were then completed, what we then did was we went through the videos, and they made their video. The videos were then uploaded onto the school's website, and the other learners then had to go and watch everyone else's video to complete their board game. There were a number of things that the learners had to do to start off with. We used a Google survey. It looks like I'm jumping around a lot. We used a Google survey, which is a free online tool where I could assess their prior knowledge of Microsoft Publisher, as the program or the board game that they created was in Microsoft Publisher. I showed them a few things on what they needed to know with regards to how to use Microsoft Publisher, and they then started creating their board game. The other form of informal assessments was we created different T-charts with the learners so they could look at, for example, the difference between an entrepreneur or a businessman, and look at the characteristics that was responsible or that an entrepreneur would need. Okay, perfect. This is excellent. All right, this is the website. So, like I say, you could see the website at www.wsparrow.co.za. If you click on home, there's a little video clip of me, just welcoming everybody onto the website. And then what I then did was to entice the learners to actually go find out more information. What I then did was we could then go and look at the animation. Now, basically what happens is the animation.
We will be discussing entrepreneurs.
What is an entrepreneur?
You'll let us find out more. Let's go.
So they then go outside and they then try and see if they can find out more information.
How's it grown? What you doing?
I'm looking for entrepreneurs. Are you an entrepreneur?
No. What is an entrepreneur?
I'm going to stop it there because to me the next thing that the learners created was the actual videos. Now I've already opened up a few videos. And I'm going to just show a small part of each one just so that you get an idea of what the learners created.
The people in our group are Anthony Portrait, my friend. Dylan Stain, the guest photo. Lord, Julian G. Brown, Mary Lescott, and of course me, Jared. Now, here are the definitions of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who has a possession of a new enterprise.
I'm going to show you the next one over here, and this group was very good with the music as well.
What is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who organizes a business.
As you can see, some of the videos were very short but right to the point. And what then so the learners then had to create and watch everyone else's video about entrepreneurship. If you then click on the planning stages, here is the samples, completed samples of both the board game as well as the cards that would end up on the boards. And here are the templates that you would then need to run this program. Under process, this is the wiki. Sorry, the wiki. Here it is over here. And just to make sure that all the boys were on the right track, what I then made them do is I made them write down all the steps of becoming an entrepreneur. And once I then read it, I could then see that they were on the correct track and they were then allowed to continue with their board. If, however, I found that some of them needed a bit of guidance, I would guide them first, they would have to re-upload it, and they could then continue on to their board game.
That was Warren Sparrow from Rondebosch Boys Preparatory School in Cape Town. We apologize for the sound problems during the recording. Thank you, Warren, for your presentation. Good day, everyone.